Poverty isn't a slip of fate. It's not because the world abandoned you. It's a consequence of how you view life. Most people won't admit it. They ask, I work so hard, why isn't it working out for me? Why am I the only one struggling so much? But the truth is brutal. Poverty isn't a monster created by the system. It's a shadow you've cast yourself. Schopenhauer said that before changing reality, one must change their self-perception. That translates to this: if your thoughts are poor, your entire life crumbles along with them. The world is a reflection of will. Thoughts don't just hover in thin air. What you believe shapes you. The poor are those whose hearts have first crumbled. They don't believe in their own potential and accept their limitations as inevitable. When opportunity knocks, they shrink back. Why? Because they mistakenly believe staying in their familiar reality is safer. But safety is an illusion. Poverty tightens its grip, leaving you no room to breathe. First, you have no money, then no choices, and finally no dreams. And you say, that's just how life is. No, that's how you made your life. Before blaming the world, you must confront yourself. Living without thought isn't living at all. Waking up like a machine, dragging your body reluctantly to work, enduring the day and then repeating it all again tomorrow. This repetition isn't life. It's mere survival. You become what you think about most. What thoughts fill your day? Anxiety, comparison, regret, surrender, avoidance. These things define you. Schopenhauer saw the essence happiness doesn't come from external things, but from clarity of will and thought. Your most powerful weapon right now isn't money. It's the resolve of how will I live. That single resolve changes tomorrow's outcome. Do you want to escape poverty? Then never forget this: wealth doesn't come from ability. It comes from choice and repetition. No matter how smart you are, no matter how many opportunities you have, nothing happens if you don't act. Conversely, even simple tasks, when repeated every day at the same time, with focus and determination, eventually become an immense power. You know it. You know your current life isn't satisfying. You know something needs to change. Yet you procrastinate. You still don't realize that procrastination is what's bringing you down. Someday is a trap. That someday never comes. The more you put off life, the bigger the gaps become, and those gaps soon turn into pain. You must start now. Wake up now. Stop now. Stop the habitual complaints. Stop the repetitive lethargy. Stop the flimsy self-comfort. Don't say you have no money, no opportunities, or a bad environment. Those aren't the real reasons. The real reason is yourself. And you can change. Everyone says, I want to live well. I'll change someday. But saying something and moving are different. Words without action are just noise. Resolutions without commitment are self-deception. Even as you deny poverty, the habits you choose daily feed that poverty. Late mornings, procrastination, excuses, self-pity, a repeat of days without motivation, and more repetition. Schopenhauer spoke of will. True will is that which doesn't break, even when passing through pain. Don't try to avoid pain. That pain is a tool to change you. Lethargy is sweet. Lying down hurts less. Not thinking brings peace of mind. But that comfort is poison that destroys you. Growth only happens in discomfort. The wealthy refine their thoughts before looking at their bank accounts. They train their minds. They master their emotions. The poor are enslaved by their emotions. They act on impulse with no self-control in sight. That difference ultimately becomes the difference in life. Don't let uncontrolled emotions control you. You must see the overall direction of your life before fleeting pleasures. The thoughts you have every day, the words you hear every day, the decisions you make every day, all of these accumulate to form the person you are. I'm not this kind of person. I wasn't originally like this. That's an illusion. The actions you are taking right now, that's who you are. If you ignore that, nothing will change. Time is always fair. 24 hours a day, given equally to everyone. So why do some people become rich, while others always struggle? It's not because of ability. It's because of priorities. Successful people do important things first. They don't break promises to themselves. Action comes before words. Principles come before emotions. And above all, their actions aren't delayed. Wealth comes to those who move quickly. Indecisive people always miss opportunities. Fear disappears only with action. The moment you move without conviction, wrap yourself in excuses, and put things off until tomorrow, opportunity quietly slips away. Poverty wasn't created by others. You blame others too often. Parents, environment, fate, society, all of those are only a part. The real core is what you choose. Growth is lonely. Discipline is painful. Control is tiring. But if you can endure that discomfort, you will surely change. No one can stop you. Most people crumble here. When pain starts, they run away. When they're alone, they give up. And they say, I'm just not capable. No, you're just someone who hasn't tried yet. Your life is the sum total of the choices you repeat. And the foundation of those choices is discipline. Schopenhauer said, he who cannot govern himself is unfit to govern the world. Discipline is a contract with no one else but yourself. Getting up even when tired, doing what needs to be done even when unmotivated, acting before speaking, and taking responsibility to the end. The rich use their emotions as a means. The poor are swallowed by their emotions. If you can't control yourself, you become a slave to your emotions. You only move when you feel good, stop when it's uncomfortable, and give up when you're tired. That's the average person. But you don't want to be average. Do you? If there's a life you want, you must first become the person suited for it. Life brings amazing rewards to those who act first. The reward isn't now. The moments of quiet training, the focus built while others sleep, the drive, continued even after rejection, all of these accumulate, and one day they return as opportunity. Opportunity seems like a coincidence, but it's only visible to those who are prepared. Others see the same thing but pass it by. Why? Because the unprepared cannot recognize opportunity. Schopenhauer said, reality is a world projected by will. This means that the world hasn't abandoned you, you are abandoning yourself. That's why vision is necessary. Running without a clear direction is a waste. If you only chase what's in front of you, you'll eventually end up back where you started. Where are you going? What kind of life do you truly want? If you don't have that, your current suffering is meaningless. Enduring only has meaning when there's a direction. Otherwise, it's just a delayed defeat. Set a purpose for your life and start living in alignment with that purpose. No matter what happens, a person with a clear vision won't waver. Failure only adjusts the direction, it doesn't dismantle the essence. This is how resilience is built. A tree with deep roots sways in the wind but doesn't break. How easily do you break? Do you crumble so easily at someone's words, an unexpected mistake, a small delay? If so, your roots are too shallow. You need to plant them deeply. It's okay if it takes time. Once roots are planted deeply, they withstand any storm. And don't forget, growth doesn't come from complaining. It comes from gratitude. Those who cannot be grateful for what they have will always feel insufficient. No matter what they acquire, gratitude isn't about sugarcoating reality. It's the power to see possibilities within reality. That possibility pulls you forward. And that energy comes from yourself, not from blaming others. You already know that change is needed, but you hesitate because deep down, there's still the illusion that things aren't so bad right now. Illusion only briefly covers a ruined life, but the truth will always come out. And before that truth, you must be prepared. This very moment. Ask yourself again, do you want to live like this? Waking up in the morning, dragging your body out for work you don't even want to do, erasing yourself in relationships you just have to endure, getting a paycheck once a month, as if to confirm you're alive, and then spending it all on survival. What's left? Is this the life you wanted? That voice screaming inside you every day. That's a warning you should never ignore. That's your true nature. That's your potential. That's a flame that hasn't gone out yet. Schopenhauer found insight in solitude. He said that when the world is silent, your deepest self speaks to you. Are you ready to listen now? The voice within you says, it's now or never. The world tests you to make you stronger. It insults you, doubts you, ignores you, abandons you. But all of that is fuel. Prove it. Prove that you can definitely change. Prove that you can definitely succeed. The wealthy changed their mindset before their money. They repeated ordinary daily tasks with excellence. They trained quietly and steadily until opportunity arrived. So when opportunity knocked, they were already at the door. And now you need to be at that door. Don't procrastinate. Don't make excuses. Don't run from pain. Don't deceive yourself. Open your eyes. Poverty isn't an accident. It's the result of accumulated lethargy. And from now on, you can live differently. Don't be dragged around by emotions anymore. Control them. Don't trust tomorrow anymore. Start now. Don't doubt yourself anymore. Prove your potential. The one who wakes up first dominates the day.